Stephen A., who is this series more important for? Is it Steph or is it LeBron?
Well, it's definitely Steph Curry. It's not that important for LeBron compared to Steph Curry. LeBron does have 3 rings. We can't take that away from him. He is universally recognized as the best player in the world. We can't take that away from him. And when you take into account the fact that he seems to have successfully gone about the business of securing and cementing the notion that he's going to be a huge underdog, because he talked about the Warriors and how much of a juggernaut they are and how stressful they are. And he doesn't even want to talk about them right now because, my God, I'm going to be stressed just talking about him, and I don't want to ruin this moment right now. Clearly, he has, controlled the narrative in terms of him being a huge underdog, which means that he goes into the finals playing not with house money, but with something pretty damn close to it. In the case of Steph Curry, it's a little bit different. First of all, you were injured last year, in my opinion. That's why you were not yourself. But nevertheless, y'all lost. You're a 2-time league MVP. And in back-to-back NBA Finals, you've played less than how you've performed during the regular season. People are starting to bring that up, as Max Kellerman never fails to, by the way. And so you've got that issue. And then we also can't ignore the whole sneaker thing going on here, Max. Nike wanted Kevin Durant in the Bay Area. So did my man Jay-Z. That's why he's on the clock too. It ain't just Kevin Durant that better show the hell up for these NBA Finals. My man Jay-Z better show up too, because we all know that he wanted this and he had a lot to do with Kevin Durant ended up in the Bay Area. But because of the association with Nike, obviously, you're Steph Curry, you're an Under Armour kind of guy. And it gets to a point where it's not just important for y'all guys to win and to become champions again. It would be helpful if you're a huge reason as to why that becomes a reality. Those are the kind of ancillary things that we're looking at, and we're saying, okay, Steph Curry, you're on the clock to some degree too, because again, you're a 2-time league MVP who, by the way, would not have been an NBA Finals MVP even if y'all had won. It would have been Iguodala or it would have been Draymond Green, particularly due to his performance in Game 7 and the impact of his absence from Game 5. And you certainly wasn't the Finals MVP the year before. That was Iguodala. So a league MVP that ain't even an NBA Finals MVP, that kind of stuff is going to catch up to you if you don't show up in this Finals.
I have allergies too right now, Stephen A., and I know we're both suffering with them a little bit, but I don't think that's what's going on here today, as you said off the top of the show. I have come to the conclusion, it's my considered opinion, that you have simple chronic wrongitis, because you're wrong again, as you are on most of these subjects.
Wrongitis, right?
Steph, that's right. You were wrong about Steph not choking yesterday. Now you're kind of admitting it today. Because you just said he was less than his normal self in 2 consecutive finals. So I understand why you would say.
I did not say he choked.
Right, I know. You just didn't use the word choke. You just gave the dictionary definition of it.
I never felt that way before. I don't feel that way now. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Words don't have to have any meanings. The point is that even then, so now you're constructing the argument, Steph needs to win more. He has more to lose if he doesn't. Which is true, but how much does he have to gain if he does win? Like, he's on the favored team. There's more to lose. He's choked in the past, according to me. According to you, he's underperformed his normal standards in the finals, whatever you want to call that. The point is, if he loses again, oh, my God. With this super team, you still lost, and you came up small, especially if he comes up small. Now even maybe Stephen A. Smith will start to say, you know what, maybe he choked. Maybe he is a choker.
I'm not going to say that.
There's more to
about
lose.
him.
But if he wins, he's supposed to win. Hold on, you came within 1 shot of beating the Cavs last season on a 73-win team, and then you added Kevin Durant and swept your way to the finals, and now even with Kevin Durant, you can't win? What is it going to take, Steph, right? Or he does win? Of course, you got Durant. So now you came within a shot of winning, and now you won with Durant. You're supposed to win. What does he really have to gain? Even if he's Finals MVP, well, with that crew, someone's got to be open. With that crew, how does a point guard in this modern NBA not wind up Finals MVP? But LeBron James, if he loses, has less to lose. But if he wins, has more to win than Steph. because he's competing against that favored team with Steph and Durant and Clay and Draymond coming off the 73-win season, looking for revenge, better even this year, sweeping their way to the finals. You beat that team after beating a version of that last year too. Now, even you admit, Stephen A., he is actually in the Jordan conversation. More to lose for Steph, less to win. More to win for LeBron James. Actually, this is more about LeBron right now than Steph.
Well, listen, what I'm saying to you is this. You're looking at the super team that they are, and you're saying they're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. What I'm saying is nothing should take away from the obligation of performing as an individual. Like, for example, they could win right now. But if Klay Thompson plays the way that he's been playing, I got a problem with that because I consider Klay Thompson to be one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen. And I think he's had relatively pedestrian performances throughout most of these players because he's not getting the ball enough. He's not catching it in rhythm. He's not getting enough touches. May get the same amount of shots, but he's not getting the same amount of touches. Kevin Durant has to contribute to moving the basketball. He can't get one-on-one and just be about the business of making tough shots because if he does that, that's going to work against him going up against LeBron and the Cavaliers. Steph Curry, you got to go up against Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is going to come for you. He's got that Mamba mentality. He's coming, okay? So if you're Steph Curry, you got to answer the bell in that regard. Certainly collectively as a team, they could win. But what I'm saying is inside of that, reality. We're still monitoring the individual performances in order to say, okay, who showed up and who did it. Are you a beneficiary from just getting open shots or whatever the case? Or are you boogieing on somebody the way Kyrie Irving tends to do with cats? Are you going to answer the bell, answer the charge? That matters.